Oh, yeah. Hot yoga problems. Woo! Oh, yes, my yogi friends across the land. Oh, I had a crazy class today, my friends, my yogi friends across the land, my tens of listeners, brainiacs that you are. Thank you so much for tuning in for another episode of Hot Yoga Problems. I gotta work on this theme song. I gotta get the theme song integrated. If you missed the last episode, please hit it up. We have a theme song, courtesy of one of my dedicated, loyal fans, a fellow brainiac. I don't think he's a hot yoga practitioner, but yet he appreciates the energy that I bring to this content creation. So thank you. Thank all of you for being here. Today was ridiculous in a good way. I'm going to grade it. I think I need to start coming up with a better formula for the show. Like every session I should grade on a scale of 1 to 10. How did I do? My performance as a practitioner of the craft of hot yoga. And I got to tell you folks, today was a good day. I'm feeling like Ice Cube, man. I mean, I crushed it. I might grade that like a 9.2. And here's why. I think this is a real big factor. I got there early, as always. Loyal listeners know I don't play games. I'm not one of those people that rolls in at the last second, plops down, throws the mat out, drops the water bottle, clumsy, makes all sorts of noise. I am deft. I'm ahead of schedule, man. I always show up on time, ahead of time, so I can have my proper location, one of the four corners, so no one's up behind me messing around, sneaking up on me. I was the first person to get there this morning. I was right when they opened, and the yogi instructor was very friendly. Hey, she's like, "What do you want to work on today, Rob?" I said, "That's very generous of you to ask." I typically, when I impose with that question, my initial response is to demur. Hey, I'm just here to get the practice. You tell me, you're the expert. I'm a practitioner. I don't know what the hell I'm doing half the time. So I just follow your lead. That's my mentality. And I kind of, said that in a lot more succinct and friendly fashion. Like, hey, whatever you say, man, I'm good to go. I'm half awake. I'm just glad to be here. She said, no, really. She kind of pushed the issue. I say, if you're going to push the issue, I'm going to give you something I enjoy. Again, loyal listeners probably know that a pose of great magnitude, it is a pose of extraordinary magnitude. That is the headstand. Yes, one of my favorite all-time poses is the headstand. I could headstand for days. I think I should just do headstands all across America and document that on an Instagram channel. I will come to your place of worship, your small business, your bat mitzvah. I will come to your 50th birthday party. I will do whatever you want me to do, man. I will come to it and I'll perform the best headstand of your life. Is that a small business opportunity? Is there a market? Would people pay for me to travel across the land to perform my exquisite headstands? By the way, they're not that exquisite. But for some reason, lots of people can't do them. Can you do a headstand? I don't know, man. It seems like it should be pretty basic. I have no problems with it. And I'm overweight. I got issues, but I could get in a headstand almost without warming up. It's just that natural to me. Maybe in a second life, I was like a vampire bat. I like being upside down. Yeah! Woo! Headstands, baby. Anyway, I said, yes, I love headstands. So if you want to incorporate a headstand into the flow, I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to roll my eyes. Lo and behold, what she said to open the class. Here's the thing. I didn't want to be outed by the fellow classmates. Because frankly, sometimes at the opening of class, all the people around, an instructor will ask a question to the entire class. Does anyone want to work on anything in particular today? I never answer that question in an audience. I just don't want to be the guy who dictates the entire class flow based on my specific needs and whims and desires of the moment. That seems a little selfish to me. Therefore, I remain silent and forever keep my peace. But there are some people who jump at that opportunity, and I respect it. They were asked. It's not like they asserted themselves. That would be a little egregious. If the class is just, getting going and someone speaks without being asked by the yogi instructor, hey, can we work on pigeon, inverted reverse pigeon today? What? No. So that's definitely a non-starter. If someone does that, I'm probably going to slash their tires after class. Let's be honest. We don't want them coming back. I'm just kidding. I'm not a violent guy. I don't even aggress, man. I just don't do things like that. It's just a funny idea. Anyway, she starts class. Hey, thankfully she didn't out me, but she did say, well, someone requested headstands. And you know what? I don't think, and this is funny because she knows me. She knows I'm kind of slovenly and not super fit, and probably I struggle on a lot of the core work. So she goes, somebody requested headstand today, so we're going to knock that out. We're going to get that into the flow. But what this person probably doesn't realize is that to prepare for headstand requires a lot of core work. I'm not sure if this person knew that or not, but they're going to know it now. And yes, we did an immense amount of core work. I'm not opposed to core work. It just has to be a certain kind of core work. I'm going to tell you right now, if I had to list my top 5 poses, it's going to be headstand, tree. This is going to sound crazy, but I like a reverse half moon. I just dig it. I think warrior 3, I crush. It's going to be hard to know that the 4th one or the 5th one. What would round it out? What would be my Mount Rushmore +1 of yoga poses? Headstand, warrior 3, reverse half moon, tree pose. Gosh, I really got to think about this for a second. I'm not prepared. That's my Mount Rushmore though. Is it really? You got to really think more about this. I'm coming back to you next episode. We're going to really validate it. Off the top of my head, those are the first 4 that really stick out to me. There are some peripherals out there. Like the crow. I crush the crow. I'll smack a crow in the face. So that might be like a 5 or 6 or 7. I don't know where that came from, but the point is, dominated. 9.2. Headstands in effect. I did a headstand for like 2 minutes, dude. Probably like 20 breaths. Ujjayi in a headstand. Bam! I'm unstoppable. Stay tuned for more hot yoga action. This show's just getting started, folks. I'm on a rampage. I'm feeling very good today. I hope you are as well. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time. Namaste, mofos.